Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is SummerMonay, and as you can see in the title below us, today we are going to be talking about this amazing time that we're about to enter. It's going to be the Lionsgate portal. I am really excited today to speak with you about this. I am also currently still figuring out my setup, so please be patient with me. I am going to be holding my mic today, so just a little bit of a warning to all of my people listening to me in headphones. Let me know how that goes. But today I am really excited because I look forward to this time of year every single year. I honestly love Leo season, and I hope you do too, because this is the season of fire energy. It is a bit more masculine during this time, so it's always going to be about the balance of give and take. That was definitely something I spoke to you all about in the Aquarius full moon video, where one of the cards we did get was about balancing both spirituality and practicality. But in today's video, I'm really just going to break down to you what is the Lionsgate portal, what is the importance of the Sirius star. I'm going to talk with you about how you can manifest during this time, and then I'm going to speak with you about how I plan on manifesting during this portal opening. And then also, as you can see behind me a little bit, I did pull some cards for you all so that we can also understand the energy that is among us, that is really asking us to incorporate it in this time frame. So let's just get right into it. But before I do so, I want each of us to take a really nice deep breath and just relax a little bit. I don't know why I felt more called to do that. I think it's again because with masculine energy, it's like it feels like we have to do something. But I want to remind you guys, yes, it's important to take action, but it's also important to rest and to be in your feminine and to kind of call things into your life. So let's take that deep breath together. 1, 2, 3. Nice. That felt really good. All right. So I have some notes here. If you see me looking down, that's definitely why I'm doing so. So you guys may be asking, what is the Lionsgate portal? And I'm here to let you know that this fixed star sign, or a star in the air that we see, is going to be called Sirius. And it's really important because back in time, the Egyptians knew that when this star came about, it was definitely going to bring a flood in the Nile. And as you guys know, the flood in the Nile will allow that community to prosper, okay? I find that if our ancestors, if you will, or if people before us can see the importance of this time, why shouldn't we? But essentially, this star is kind of what shows itself and arises in the east side of the world. So we'll be able to see it, okay? So now, with that information, if there is a star, right, that comes up in a specific time period, aren't you going to use that energy to manifest, right? Because I do believe in portals. I do. But I also believe that there's working power all of the time in our favor. It doesn't have to be a specific time period, but when it is a specific time, just know there's specific energies happening that are going to lead us forward. Perfect example is like the full moon and the new moon time, right? You can manifest every day of the month, every day of the year, but there's going to be certain times where a little bit more energy is going to be more prominent, okay? So entirely of what I'm trying to say is this time period is going to be a time that will supercharge your manifestations and allow you to set intentions for yourself. So as I'm speaking to you, what are some things that are coming to you right now that you want to step into? What is an idea that you have? The cards that I dealt today were really, really good. I can't wait to dive into that in a little bit later, but just start asking yourself that question. What do I want to call into my life? What am I excited to bring? What am I excited to live through? That's something I want to say with this, Lionsgate portal is an opportunity for you to become more aware of. Now that we know what the Lionsgate portal is and the importance of the star Sirius, I want you to now think about how can you manifest, how can you use this time period to benefit your life. So first thing we notice is that it is in Leo season. So I'm going to ask you to look into your birth chart and see what like what house Leo is in your birth chart. And if you don't have any Leo in your chart, that's okay. But for those of you who do have it prominent in your birth chart, I just want you to see what house it's in. And I honestly believe everyone has Leo. Like everyone has every sign in their birth chart. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Okay. So you can find that out, especially with what your sun sign is. That can also let you know where Leo is in your birth chart. You can look that up. But I want you to look in to see where Leo falls in your chart and the house that it falls in. And it's going to be those areas in particular you want to give a little bit more attention to. Now, going back to what I was saying is manifestation is everything, okay? It means like it can be all areas in your life that you can give focus to during this time. It doesn't just have to be Leo, but Leo specifically is where you're going to see it more prominent. So, perfect example. Let's say someone is a Leo sun. That means it's going to be in the first house. The first house is correlated to how you look, how you present yourself, your self-identity. So that's just the first thing I do want to say. So look at that, right? Let's say you have Leo rising. That is something you also want to look into, right? Because rising, I believe, is the first house also. The sun doesn't always have to be first house. I think it's the rising that I'm speaking about. Where it's about self, how you look, how you present yourself to the world. So this could be an opportunity for you to change your look, right? And I know with this sign being in Leo, when this lion gate, this portal is opening up in Leo season, again, I'm going to go back into, yes, use the masculine energy to your favor. Use it to take action. Use it to put things out there and go after them. But balance is needed. So it's really important for you also to do a little bit of work with your feminine energy. And I'm really going to get into that shortly. So how can you manifest? First thing I want you to do is get clear on what it is exactly that you do want, or get clear on exactly, what area of your life you want to see move forward, or you want more clarity in, or more reflection in. Because being clear is the most important thing. I mean, we talk about it all of the time. You can manifest anything you want, but you have to be sure. You have to know it within. You have to have this confidence and knowingness on what you want. That's the first step to receiving exactly what it is you want. You can't be cloudy. It can't be too vague. But I can't say that because if you look into your body graph, you'd be able to understand a little bit more about how you manifest. Specific to you in your birth chart. You are possibly someone who can manifest when things are a bit vague, or you can be someone who manifests when things are a bit more specific. For me personally, I am someone who manifests with it being a little bit more vague. Perfect example, I want to manifest more money into my life. For me, if I write in a specific dollar amount, it doesn't resonate as much. It doesn't feel as possible for me. But if I could just focus on the way money feels and being able to purchase all the things that I want and be able to be of service to other people and helping them and being a fortune in their life, that is a better way for me to manifest than focusing on a dollar amount. As some other people, they see $10,000 on that piece of paper and they really sit with it and they visualize it and it just comes, right? So it's always going to be tailored to you, especially with a system like birth charts or your body graph, or even just learning more about if you're a manifester, if you are a generator, so many things to figure yourself out, even numerology, right? If you're into that, I will always say there's so many systems to self-identity and you have to see what works for you, what flows your boat, right? So again, back to the first step is being clear on exactly what it is that you do want to call into your life. And how you can do that is by journaling, is by meditating, is by visualizing. Honestly, I think also too, gratitude. I'm going to say a lot of gratitude in today's video because that's the way I'm going to manifest. And then the second thing I want you to do during this time is to start a new discipline. And what I mean by that is starting a new devotion in your life. So devote yourself to something and practice it. if that's going on more walks, if that is calling more people that you love and care for during the week, if that is going to the gym, if that's eating in a particular diet, if that's how you approach people, if it's how you take in information, okay? I want you to start a new discipline. This also came up in our last reading for the Aquarius full moon. So I'm going to say the energy is definitely here and it is prominent too. And when I say discipline, I also mean ritual. So create something for you to feel great. Okay, that's the biggest thing I have to share in today's video because that's the only way you're going to upkeep with it. Right? And I know it may be a little bit tough at first because it's a new habit that you're really building in your life. So it is going to be tough at first, but make sure it's something that the end goal is going to make you feel great, right? Like I think picking up a new hobby, right, is something that could really do well during this time period. So definitely get clear on what you want and start a new discipline or start devoting yourself to something. And of course, I'm going to say it again, it's Leo season. It's time to be outside. It's time to connect to nature. Okay, connect to the sun specifically. Leo is sun. So what I want you to do is go for more walks, and if you can, watch the sunrise and sunset a little bit more during this time period. I know that Lionsgate is open on the 8th of August, but I want you to know it's not just one day. It's a time period. I always like to say energy is 3 days before, 3 days after of that exact time, right? So 3 days before the portal opening, 3 days after the portal opening. But I really want to say August 12th, I think, is going to be the last bit of that energy. But doesn't matter, right? Because even after the 3 days of this portal opening, you can still call in what you want. It's just the energy's a little bit more at peak during this time. And then also, I'm going to give the tip again. Now that you're going to be going out in nature and spending more time, right? I want you to ground the energy, but I also want you to spend some time around body of water. Why am I saying that? Again, I'm saying this because feminine energy is also needed during this time because it is so prominent in masculine. We're in Leo season. It's hot outside. The Sirius star is out. It's a lot of energy of go, 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 go. But also sit back, relax, and enjoy and take in is also what I'm going to share, that it's going to be really vital to your manifestation at this time. Now let's move on into how I plan on manifesting during this time, and I'm really excited. I love this part of the video because I love sharing with you all how I do things, so that you can tailor to it if you want to manifest with me, if you will. But how I plan on manifesting during this time is I'm going to spend more time watching the sunset and the sunrise, and I'm really going to set more time just meditating in the sun, even visualizing in the sun, because the sun is connective. It creates life, it births things, right? Like you need the sun for a plant to grow, and us humans need the sun to feel happy and whole. That's why our solar plexus is the color yellow, you know? So get your life force from the sun during this time. That's something I'm definitely going to be doing, especially on sunsets. I already do this now on my daily walks with Bungie, but for the sunsets and the sunrise, I love to talk to the sun as if I'm talking to God. Like I say, thank you so much for this blessed day. Thank you for allowing me to be healthy. I'm so happy and grateful and excited to see the good things that come my way today. That's how I speak when it's a sunrise, and then when it's a sunset, I'm like, thank you so much for all the bliss I did receive today. I am just so grateful that I got to witness the magic of you in my life, because each day shows you that. It shows you how you can start the day and receive so much and get so much done and conquer so much and receive and give so much. And then at the end of the day, you're like, wow. You have a moment of recognizing all that greatness that you're producing, that you've been receiving in your life. So I don't know, that's just something that is a habit for me. So create that habit too. You know, start talking to the sun more, especially during this time period. I think that's going to be really helpful. And again, gratitude. I say this in every single video. But how I manifest is by gratitude. So that's the next practice, right? For me, that I'm going to do is go in my gratitude journal, and I'm really going to dive into, the summertime, this year, whichever honestly you want. But I'm really going to count my blessings. I really want to sit down and just be grateful for all the magic I already have received in my life. As I shared with you all in my last video, you have to really think about all the intricate ways and plans that the universe created for you to receive something. Like, think about it on that magnitude. Like, certain people had to come into play, certain actions in their life had to come into play for you to get where you are right now, to have and do what you're doing right now. So think about it like that, and therefore you must be grateful. And the manifestation technique, honestly, for me, is going to be grateful for what I'm asking for before it shows up. So I'm going to sit with what I already have in my life and give thanks to that. And I'm also going to sit with what I want to call into my life, what I desire, what my intentions are, and I'm going to give gratitude to that. One thing for me right now is I want to call in more confidence. I want to call in more sureness as far as like when it comes to my business, when it comes to my career. And I definitely see that manifesting in my life. I want to call in opportunities that are going to allow me to expand here on this platform also. I want to manifest connecting with you all even more, because I have, been away for some time, and I hope no one feels any way about that, but I want to engage with my community even more now. So I'm going to call that in, and I'm going to write down in journal and say how blessed and grateful I am for the people I get to connect with over this platform, for being a voice for people, for whatever it is that's going to allow me to be of service. That's something that I'm going to call into my life. So that's just one thing. And now the fun part, I always do this for every Lionsgate, especially, I want to say on a Thursday I do this more so, but Lionsgate does fall on a Tuesday this year. But money manifestation, we're always going to call that into our lives, right? Especially with me. If you're manifesting with me, I'm always going to do a money ritual when it's a portal, when it's a moon cycle, because money matches our frequency. It's something that we all can have. It doesn't matter the amount. And I also need us to remember that universe, God, doesn't work on day or time or amount. So even though I tell you to do a manifestation on a Thursday, does it really matter? I don't know. I do enjoy it on Thursdays because Thursday is the day of Jupiter. It's the day of luck. It's the day of good fortune. So I use that energy tailored to that day. Tuesday is the day of Mars, right? And that's the day that this portal is opening. So Mars is the energy of aggression, of going after what you want. So plan, right? I think Tuesday is a great day for plans. So manifest money, and how I'm tailoring it to the day is plan out how you're going to use the money that you're calling into your life. And I always say that's the easiest way to get it, is by knowing where you want the money to go, because money doesn't like to be stagnant. I mean, I know you don't either. So never think that money just wants to be in a pile somewhere else and not being used. Yes, you can save money for an intent that you want. Perfect example, like us saving money for this house to buy it, us saving money for certain purchases, but then it comes a time and place where you have to now use that money, for what you set the intention for. So money manifestation for me, it starts as being grateful already for the money that I have now and how I've been able to use it in my life, how it allows me to feel good, right? That's important. Then I'm going to journal about the money I want to call into my life with gratitude. Thank you so much for this coming into my life because of this. Thank you so much for the money that's coming into my life because it's going to allow me to do this, right? So use that verbiage in your journal when you are manifesting money, because giving thanks to it and then planning how it's going to grow and flow in your life with gratitude. I mean, y'all, how can it not flow into your life? I have many money manifestation videos on this. And then what you can do to take it up a notch is use cinnamon. I have a video on that also. I'm definitely going to plug that in the card above us and in the description box below. But use that practice of cinnamon. Use the natural elements of our world to create what you want. So that's going to be my ways of manifesting during this time frame. Oops, before I even forget, this is actually going to be the most important way for you to manifest also. And especially something I'm going to do is I want each of us to do one act of service or an act of kindness, an act of giving to someone, because when you're able to give, you show the universe you have more than enough. And we always do. You know, no matter what lack our ego is possibly attaching to at a specific time period, all is well, all the time. You have more than enough all of the time. Don't let physical things tell you otherwise. You know what I mean? Because physical doesn't matter in here does. So your heart tells you it's expansive. There's more than enough, then it is more than enough to go around. So do something kind for someone. You know, sometimes it's you're at the grocery store, or you're at a store buying one thing and you want to like pay for someone else's stuff, or you want to, you know, you're at Starbucks and you want to buy the person behind you their order. Like, do something kind. And I'm using money as a way of doing that because it's what I'm calling in to, you know? So I don't know, even if, you know, you want to manifest more confidence in your life, like how I do, give that to someone. Remind someone of their greatness and let them build off of you and remind them like, you're confident, you can do this, you know? So however which way it resonates for you, but do something for someone else, because that's a really good blessing. It's good to share the fortune. It's good to share spirit, and it's good to share oneness of good things. So that is entirely how I'm going to manifest during this time frame, during the, you know, August Lionsgate portal. So yeah, let me know what you think so far about this video. I know right now I am about to share with you all our cards that we did get, and today I was able to pick from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I thought about doing some tarot, but for some reason it just didn't really, I'm sorry about that, my camera did just turn off randomly by itself, but it didn't resonate with me too much to do tarot. So I just flowed with this divinity deck. But the first card that we did get, and I love this deck so much, it's Poised. Okay, that's the one card we got with the number 48. 4 and 8 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. So if that resonates with anyone, but Poise is a really good card here because it talks about confidence. It talks about trusting. It talks about, you know, being at the right place at the right time. It talks about kind of like, when I see poise, I also get this like this stance of like having your shoulders back and your head held high, moving forward in your life. And even on here we have a lot of green cards and we have some brown in here. I feel like this is more heart chakra too. So again, trusting in what is coming your way. And I'm also going to read to you what I did get from this. It says poise is about being ready and bringing something to light, beginning something new, you know. And then again, it's just about that confidence. So discipline, it goes back to that. Remember I was sharing with you this time period, this portal is talking about starting something new and devoting to it. So what are you going to bring into your life, and how are you going to let confidence pour all over it? That's really what I'm getting from that. So let me know what you feel. And then the next card, I love this one too. It is New Life, number 39. Okay, pretty cool, right? 9 and 3 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. So I think 3 is a big number, and for me 3 talks about divinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, or finale. I get like full circle is something I also get with that, with number 3. But new life, and it speaks for itself, right? You are entering a new phase in your life right now. And I know you can feel it. I know we all can feel it. There's something in the air about something new happening in our lives. So I feel like life is asking us to change our course of how we were doing something and enter newness. I keep saying new a lot, but it's just something I'm really getting in today, in this time period. It's like a new plant. There's growth, there's opportunities, there's like giving birth, right? That's just genuinely what I feel. Like you're giving birth to something. What are you going to give birth to? What opportunities are you excited to endure and feel and experience? So that's just one thing that I got from, that new life card. Now the next one, and also let me speak with you about the colors here. We got purple, we got blue, we got white. So third eye. The blue is going to be the throat chakra. The white is going to be the crown. So think about those chakras during this time period too. Now the next one is, it just confirms what I was speaking with you as far as feminine energy, and it's time for a nap. And we got a lot of yellow cards here. Yellow in this card. Yellow is our sacral chakra, but as it says, it's time for a nap. Number 2, 4, 6. Number 24, 2 plus 4 is 6. So time for a nap, time to rejuvenate, time to take temporary non-action. When I say temporary, I mean it heavily. It's temporary. Put out what you want, go after it, then take a moment to sit back and see what will come from your action. And you have to trust something will come from the things you've done. Because when you take action, it's not forceful. That's what this card is also saying. Don't take force in something, but sit with it a little bit. So when you get and I don't know why, but I'm getting like you're aware of synchronicity. Like you're aware that there are doors and opportunities for you to walk through, but you can only walk through them at a certain time and place. That's what I'm really getting. So again, it's the balance of yin and yang energy, the balance of feminine, masculine. It's like there's a time and place for everything, and you'll feel it too. You will feel it. You will know it. I don't doubt that at all for one moment. So trust that you know exactly how to move your life. You always make the best decisions for you. That's a great affirmation. I always make the best decisions for me all of the time. So feel confident in that and safe in that. And again, we're talking about Leo season here, everyone. Leo is very confident. Leo is like, look at me. It's fire. It leads the way. It leads a path. So use it. But also with its neighbor Cancer, right? Just sit back, relax, and enjoy also is really important during this time. Now, this card is my favorite card to receive in this deck, and we got it. We got it as the top card. So again, top card is about what we see, what we know, what we can feel. And serendipity, right, is the card that we did get. And I love this card. Love it. We got heart chakra here, green and pink. And the number 18, 1 and 8 is 9. 3, 6, 9. Come on, y'all. 3, 6, 9. We know the power of that. I'm not even gonna get into that. We're not even gonna get there because I just feel like this is going to let us know the confirmation of what's going on right now. We can trust what's going on right now. We can trust that this time period is fantastic. So, serendipity. What I get is like luck and preparation can create miracles in your life. It's about being aware of the synchronicities. It's about being in this like whimsical place with God, with the universe. It's like understanding that your good fortune is good fortune for everyone. It's understanding when you're happy with other people. People can see it. So what do you create in them? More happiness. It shows us like we are the driving factors in our lives and everyone else that we know. And it kind of gives us the responsibility and the accountability for being that light energy in our own lives first, because we are important. It's us first always, and then everyone else. You know, this card lets us know that we are a channel for providence. We are a channel for greatness. We are a channel for magic. Okay? So what I'm going to, finally say about this card is I want you to smile. I want you to put a big smile on your face, and I just want you to know how much God and universe loves you. That's really what this card is telling us. We know it already. It's at the top of the deck. We know it's a great time. We know we are a channel of love and prosperity and miracles and blessings and goodness, But be that channel. You know what I mean? Call in that good fortune because you're worthy of it. And when you get this fortune, understand it's your job to share it. Okay? I have to be big on that. And that's why I'm heavily on, when you want something in your life, do something great for someone else. Because why not? Why not show people the power of magic? Why not show people the power of God and the power of universe? The power of creating an intention in your mind and then seeing it come into real life. You want to show people that so that they can do that too and share it with others, So, I know I'm on a tangent on that one, but I love that card. And then what we don't see at the bottom of the deck is a change of wind, okay? It's interesting though. It's a zebra. Zebra is black and white, but life isn't, right? It's really interesting, this card. I just want you to look at it and tell me what you get. Okay, a zebra with something saddled on top, like it's a little fairy in a little like castle, like with a wind direction thing where it tells you where the wind's coming from. What I'm gonna say with this card is, as we know, we're starting a new life, right? We're taking on new leads, we're calling an opportunity, but what do we know comes with that? Uncertainty. We understand that it's a time of transformation. We understand that there is a change. But I want to let you guys know, magic lies in uncertainty too. Because if everything's up in the air, nothing has fallen, nothing has been concrete. Like, we feel a little bit underneath us that what we want, what we're calling in, is not on firm ground. And that's okay. It's not settled yet. You're just starting it. It's like a new plant. The seeds, the roots aren't necessarily just rooted in the soil just yet. So it is uncertain, right? So use this time to go after what you want, but don't let the uncertainty stop you. That's really what I want to share with you. Remind yourself that there is power in uncertainty. There's magic that lies within it. Because think about this, when there's a storm, isn't it proven to us time and time again that after a storm, it's like a rainbow, it's clear. There's destination, right? So think about it like that. A storm may come up during this time period. I mean, manifestation, it's about the 12 laws of the universe. And I think it's like the law of polarity. What you ask for, the opposite will show, but only for you to be more determined in what you want, for you to only be confident in what you're calling in, right? So be aware of that. Anytime you manifest, the opposite will show, because the opposite will show to ask you, are you sure? Are you ready? And you're ready. I'm ready, right? But when the opportunity of the polar opposite of what you're asking for, of the uncertainty of it, look at it in its face and say, I'm coming after you still. I'm still gonna be happy now. I'm still going to be upset. I'm still going to give. I'm still going to love because I know what I want and it is gonna come to me. Okay, I have to get this little bump in my road first, but I trust my GPS, right? And I always tell you guys, think of life like you are in the passenger seat. God or universe or whoever you believe in is in the driver's seat. You punch in where you want to go. Are you going to keep asking God, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are you going to be defeated by the first storm? Are you going to be defeated by the first tire that blows out? No, you're not. You're going to sit in your vehicle. You're going to smile and look at God and say, I know we got this. Because our mind is set on this and we can trust that. So that's what today's video is. Let me know how you feel. My goal is every single video is I want you to feel more good within yourself. I want you to feel more excited and I want you to feel more in control of what you can control. Everything else, it's fine. All is well, like be delusional. Okay. When uncertainty shows up, I don't care. I know what I want. And how I know what I want, my heart clarified that for me. I don't have to be cloudy, So when there's a change of wind, when there's transformation, when things are up in the air, be more confident that once the air stops, once the wind stops, once all the pieces fall into their puzzle in the correct space, you'll be very grateful for this time because that's where the magic really is. It's like the in-between and you have to love it. You have to love the in-between because that's the story. It's not just, I did this, I wanted this and it came. No, it's the story of it. It's the build-up of exactly what you want and knowing that it's going to come. So as we do in every single video, I'm going to start doing it again because I didn't get to do it in the last one. But we're going to affirm together. And in today's video, the affirmation is going to be, I am confident I'm going to receive all I desire. I am confident that I am going to receive all that I desire. I am confident that I am going to receive all that I desire. Okay, use this Leo energy with what it's supposed to do for you. Use this portal and its opening and its abundance to channel in what you want. It's a great time to be alive, y'all. It really is, So trust, be happy, flow, call it in, and be grateful. If you can't take anything else from me today, be grateful. Smile knowing how much God and life loves you. Smile at all the blessings and miracles you've already received in your life because you're about to receive more. I promise you that. There's no doubt. I have no doubt. Neither shall you. So that's it for me today. I just want to continue to send my love, my light, and my grace to each of you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.